matter. Hey! Shettima thought he was at the table. He didn't know he was the menu on the table. Anyway, let me come to this. So they say presidency denies alleged frosty relationship between TINUBU Shettima. Let me laugh once again. Oh, ve aka moka lugidi okale aka no digene pale okegu iko nugu abunare okale. Anyway, you should look for somebody from Edo State, Esako precisely, Afema, to translate that for you. Let me come back to this, and this is Vanguard Newspaper, and it says VP enjoys total confidence in his boss. For presidency to respond, that means there's something that is going on. But anyway, I will do some gist at the end. Not Coco gist, but gist. The presidency has denied the alleged frosty relationship between Bola Tinubu and his deputy Senator Kashim Shettima, describing it as a lie from the pit of hell. In Nigeria, is it? If you want to equate it to earth, it's the pit of hell on earth now. So even if they say no wahala. It also said that in the history of Nigeria's presidency, no vice president has enjoyed the total confidence and full support of his principal like Shettima. That is a lie. One of the things, even this last, Buhari's administration, before the fallout, there was a fallout towards the end, in the early days. I think the first, if I'm not mistaken, whether the first time or something like that, there was such closeness, bromance between Osinbajo and Buhari. And Osinbajo was acting president for a number of years, I think more than any other vice president. Of course, knowing with the fact that Buhari was also sick and stuff like that. But to say this one, but anyway, let us continue. These, among others, were contained in a tribute by the senior special assistant to what's it now? To TINUBU. I'm trying to see, because they always use president. For me, it's illegitimate president. So when I'm reading, I'm very mindful of that. Some special assistant to the illegitimate president of Media and Communication, Office of the Vice President, Mr. Stan Nkocha, to mark Senator Shettima's 58th birthday anniversary. Nkocha and the tribute titled VP Shettima at 58, which VP, legitimate VP, a boss, mentor, and quintessential leader, debunked the insinuation in some quarters that Shettima had been sidelined by Tinubu's government. Does anybody need any to say that he had been sidelined? He is the menu. They are eating him. He thought he was the chair. He was part of the table. He had a place at the table. No, he's the menu. While heaping accolades on Tinubu on Shettima on his leadership qualities and statesmanship, Kocha said, "For me, therefore, as Shettima celebrates his 58th birthday, it was more than celebrating a number. It is more for me the opportunity and moment to reflect on his remarkable leadership qualities which have endeared him to millions of Nigerians." Anyway, school fees don't pay themselves. Contrary to some mendacious narrative about an imaginary and non-existent marginalization of the vice president, illegitimate one, as well as pockets of tendentious mudslinging and smear campaign, you know when they are lying, they use PP grammar. You can see it and it's asking, what is all this word? Targeted at mischaracterization and projection of an illusory strife in the presidency. Throughout his political career, Senator Shettima has consistently demonstrated the attributes of an effective leader, inspiring hope and progress at every level he has served. It has been an extraordinary privilege to serve as senior special assistant to the president, illegitimate, by the way, office of the vice president under him, an experience that has profoundly impacted my life and career. That's always it, according to what position they get or appointment or whatever. That's why they always think that everybody is after position, appointment, or whatever that it is that he has to be. In his 4 short at public service positions, commissioner, governor, senator, and now vice president, illegitimate by the way. Shettima has demonstrated what is possible when a leader prioritizes majoritarian principle. All this English to hide a lie. Just all the you should have just shut up. There was no need of even referring to the whole thing. That is greatest good for greatest number over narrow pedestal and selfish interest. On the alleged no love laws between the president and his deputy, illegitimate, Nkocha said for those peddling ludicrous conspiracy theories of fictional rift in the presidency, which according to the schemers has led to Senator Shettima being sidelined and stripped of his roles as vice president, here is also an opportunity to know the facts. In the history of Nigeria's presidency, no vice president, according to him, has enjoyed the total confidence and full support of his principal like Shettima. In return, Lord have mercy, there's too much English in this whole thing. But just let me come and gist you the gist before I continue this with that. I'm waiting for the thing to stop. It's just going on. Today is an very matter. The Shettima that was insult. I remember when he called when he said Osibajo is whatever, he should be selling ice cream and popcorn. There's no insult that Shettima has not given people. Now even the ice cream and popcorn, they are not allowing him to sell. See, the thing was this. I don't know whether Shettima thought that he was brilliant or he was whatever, that TINUBU chose him. No, TINUBU chose him because he needed that MOU, and that is it. Nothing else. Somebody that you keep on one side. If I control you here, you go. If I do like this, you do. If I do whatever. That's the reason. Did you see the way they refused to put, what do you call it, Nasir El-Rufai? Of course, he would have chosen Nasir El-Rufai if it was about he wanted someone to help him work or he needed someone to help him with the votes, because Nasir El-Rufai schemed the scheme. Even Nasir El-Rufai thought he was at the table eating with them. He didn't know that he was a menu on the table. That one, they've already eaten him and dropped the carcass and the bones and thrown it away. But you see that Shettima, they've not started. They are just starting. Now you don't even see, even the boy job, they know they send that go do again. They just cack him for one side and be occupying that office. But the gist I wanted to gist you all about was that when you know all that thing that TINUBU was in before election, when he was carrying that line, you could see the IV line or whatever line coming out, he was behaving as if he was sick. Oh, that one na lie. The guy na lie. Now he take not do mugu and not fall for the mugu. TINUBU na guy man. You go give her that one. Na guy man, and he show body where he show face, he show everything. So all of that, and he was talking anyhow, he was walking like this as if he was going to die. There were even some reports where they were saying that, oh, he just said that he just wants to be sworn in as president, even if he dies the next day, he doesn't blah blah blah. It was all a lie. So the Northern Bloc that were voting, they thought that they were voting for him. After he would have died by now. This one we entered. This one was feeling like a G. They don't turn this one to MOU, you don't crack him for one side. But let me come back to this big English that this one is speaking to hide the lie. Hey, even second class citizen better pass this one. And number 2, illegitimate man will not get them. In a political landscape where loyalty is often tested, Shettima stands out as a beacon of dedication and commitment to his principal, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. His unwavering support and teamwork demonstrate a refreshing shift towards harmonious collaboration, setting a positive tone for the administration. Illegitimate one, by the way. Shettima's recent praise for TINUBU is heartfelt and genuine, describing him as a good soul and a leader Nigerians can trust. No, Nigeria cannot trust. A leader that has stolen away the future of not even the unborn generation, even the one that are yet to be in the imaginary, their whole future has been taken. He has consistently demonstrated his loyalty through his words and actions, showcasing a remarkable ability to connect with people from all walks of life. This thing is very long. I don't think I have time to be reading all these slides that are there. But anyway, hey, thank you for watching.